Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to do something I haven't done in a while actually, which is post a thread video. I was driving along the other day and just had a couple of questions that kind of popped up in my head and thought, haven't done one in a while, so I'll put one out there. And actually I should say it's two questions and then one request of something you have to do is kind of part of the thread. So also know that Long Lost LP Man just put up a thread a little while ago, so if any of you haven't seen that, I just watched it a little while ago, make sure you go to his channel and check that out and answer some really cool questions that he put out there as well. But I also have a few vinyl finds I might throw at the end of this, but it doesn't take too much time, so I might do that as well. But anyway, let's jump into the thread questions. Question number one is, name some of your favorite, I'm not going to say top 5 or anything like that because I know how cumbersome that gets, but just name some of your favorite songs which are actually two different songs that are put together. Okay? And what I mean by that is a song that, like literally if you took it and just took out half of it or whatever and played it to someone that didn't know the band or the song, that they would have no idea that what you played, the first part you showed them and the second part you showed them, it's like they in no way are the same song. It's almost like two different songs completely put together. So name some of your favorite songs and artists that kind of are more or less two different songs that were just put together. And I guess, I don't want to give away one of my answers, but it's also the song, just make sure you understand what I'm talking about. The song that made me think about that thread question was while I was listening to Layla by Clapton, or D and the Dominoes. But you know how in Layla, the first part of the song sounds nothing like the piano solo that comes in at the end. Those could easily be two totally different songs on the album, but it's more or less two songs put together. So that kind of gives you an idea about what I'm talking about. So that's question number one. Question number two, name some of your favorite artists or groups that are a direct result of a band splitting up or band or artists coming together. Okay? And not so much where you might have someone that has worked in the music business for 30 or 40 years, they've kind of bounced around, they've been in a good band here, a good band here, but really kind of be very direct about this person left and went to this band and that became like one of my favorite bands of all time or whatever else. So name some of your favorite bands or artists that are a result of bands splitting up or people merging together. So those are the two questions. Pretty simple. I have a third, but I think I'll just save that some other time. The one request thing, we've shared a ton of personal stuff here in the community. We also did that really cool How You're Living thread to kind of show your living environment and everything. And one thing I thought about as I was digging through my closet and rearranging some things the other day is I found this shirt that I bought a number of years ago. And the only reason I bought it was because I thought it was the ugliest shirt I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was on sale for like $10 or $12 at a TJ Maxx. So I literally bought it because of how ugly it was. And I've actually worn it a couple of times to some shows or whatever. But anyway, while you're answering the questions of this thread, the request is to go to your closet and pull out the ugliest, craziest, whatever shirt, sweater, or whatever it is you have, and wear it while you're doing the video, while you're answering these two thread questions. And then at the end of the two questions, maybe just kind of give us a little story about the shirt, why you haven't burned it or thrown it out, or why it's the worst shirt or whatever in your closet. Just whatever story kind of goes around it. But I'm just kind of anxious to see what some of you guys might be wearing and the stories behind it. So anyway, those are the two questions and one request. And I guess that didn't take too long. Let me show you some of the finds that I picked up here. I haven't been spending really a lot on vinyl whatsoever lately. I've been hitting the Goodwills and stuff, yard sales quite a bit, and picked up, a number of things actually this past week when I stopped by Salvation Army, and everything I'm about to show you here I got for $6.25. So I'll start with the 3 cassettes I picked up, which is Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus, and they're having a sale like everything was 20 cents or 25 cents, so this stuff was really, really cheap. Fleetwood Mac Tusk, and this is a really good one, which is Jefferson Airplane. Excuse me. And then as far as vinyl goes, I picked up another copy of Sky's the Limit by the Temptations. Again, only 25 cents. That was a really good find. The cover has a little mark right there, but the vinyl's in great condition. And I actually already have a copy of this, but since I've been focusing more so on yard sales and Goodwills and things like that, I've been coming across a lot of great albums that I already have that I've been buying just because they're so cheap. I mean, you can't pass this up for only 25 cents, even though I have a really good copy of it. So I'm kind of toying around with this idea of starting what I kind of label as a dollar bin collection, which is basically albums that I already have in my main collection that I'll buy, but I won't put in my database and all of that, but I'll just start a completely separate collection that's just made up of things I find for $1 or less. I told you guys I had a couple of Pink Floyd albums that I found, and I gave a couple of those away, and then sure enough, I found another Pink Floyd The Wall the other day for $1. I mean, that album is just flocking to me at $1 a pop, and I don't know why. So I also found a MC5 Kick Out the Jams for $1, and I mean, and again, you can't walk away from that, even though I already have a good copy of it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start this little separate collection on the side. It's going to be labeled my dollar bin collection. It's just going to be all the cool stuff I found for $1 or less. So this is going to go in it. Maybe that's kind of stupid, but, you know, why not? I can't pass them up. Let's see. Some other 25-cent finds. This is a really good one. Got this one for $0.25 at the Salvation Army, which is Bill Withers' Greatest Hits. I have this CD. I didn't realize they actually released this on vinyl. So vinyl is in perfect condition, not a scratch or scuff on it. And I looked it up on eBay, and there was really nothing that was going for less than $10 on this album on eBay. So to find that for $0.25 was a really nice addition to the collection. Also got Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Going to a Go-Go, original pressing on Tamla. Again, another good dollar bin find. I'm sorry, a quarter find, not dollar bin. KTSA 21 All-Time Golden Hits. This is Volume 2. Really good stuff here too. Just kind of a compilation of things like Hang On Soupy by the McCoys, Incense and Peppermints by the Strawberry Alarm Clock, and just kind of some psychedelic stuff, and just a good mixture of a lot of things there. So that was another good find, probably 25 cents. And I'm not a huge fan, but I do like this artist, which is Herbie Mann. And so I picked up Memphis Underground. And then we also got the Best of Herbie Mann. A little writing there, but again, 25 cents, you can't beat that. And then I also picked up Today by Herbie Mann. And again, a little bit of writing on there, but 75 cents, those are good additions to my jazz collection there. And then the very last thing, one thing I've been wanting to get into more and more is kind of developing my understanding and appreciation more so for classical music. That's kind of been one of the areas I've wanted to push myself a little more so, because there's very few composers, you know, Basil Polydaris and a couple others that I actually like, but I haven't really dove into some of the greats, if you will. So when I was there, I found this set of the Family Library of Great Music. You know, it's 20 albums here, and it's basically just pieces by just a bunch of the, you know, famous composers out there. I mean, like the first album there is Tchaikovsky, and then you have Mozart and Brahms, Chopin, Bach, Schubert. I mean, just kind of on and on, Liszt. And so, I don't know, I looked through every single album, and they were in great condition, so I thought, I think I paid $3 for all of these, for all 20 albums. And I was like, this could be a really good way to help kind of introduce me more so and a little deeper into some of the classical music out there. Especially the more I get an understanding about its connection to metal music and things of that nature, it just kind of increases my craving to understand it and be able to appreciate it more and find some of the stuff in there I like. So that should keep me busy for quite some time going through all of these and checking it out. But so it was a very nice set to find. And again, all those records, all 20 of those, plus all the ones I just showed you, for $6.25, I think I spent $6.50, something like that. So really good find. But anyway, as always, BC, thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to hearing the answers to the thread questions, and even more so, seeing what kind of shirts you guys are wearing when you do. All right, take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.